Okay, babies. I'm legit sweating profusely before even starting this episode because I kind of dreaded this one. Nah, not kinda. I really dreaded this one because I was like, this is one's gonna be a little hard for me. Hard, like a rock. Okay, yeah, we can do an episode and not be sexual, right? Am I right? Yeah. Okay. So, honestly, with like every episode that I decide to do, I always write an outline, right? Very, very like structured and make sure that I hit everything. I don't like go word for word like from it at all. Like, no, that's just fucking weird. It's like scripted. No, this is real, raw, not with a condo. Super raw. We just in there like swimwear, baby. But this episode's kind of a little diff. I didn't want to do this one because of me showing another side of me, right? I think that I am portrayed. I'm this very bubbly, outgoing, extroverted, raw, uncut, unfiltered, 4'11" piece of That's me. And I'm always like that. I'm a workout fanatic. I'm always like in your face. Like, I'm just always out there, and I always want to just be like giving it my all, 100 freaking percent. And I think for this episode, it made me kind of realize of how vulnerable I would be. It was almost as vulnerable as if you listen to the Panties and Paintings one. I talk about, like my cancer scare. I talk about why I got into painting and all that stuff. And that was very heartfelt. And I touched a lot of people, which made me really happy, right? At the end of the day, that is always my goal at the end of the day, is if I motivated you, if I made you laugh, if I did something positive in your life, I know that I'm doing my job. I'm doing me properly. So for this episode, I had announced recently that I had some big news. No, I am not pregnant. No, I am... I don't know. I feel like when people think of big news, they're like, oh my god, she's pregnant. She's getting married. No. Let me take a step back here. No, none of that. I had announced that I was... You ready? Well, if you listened to my announcement, then you would already know. But for the people that are just chiming in, that are just tuning in, I'm not going to tell you how long because that will tell you my age. My whole life, I've lived in the Bay Area. I love it here. I love the people here. My family is here. All my friends are here since I was like 5, and it's been such a great place to grow up that no matter where I go after this, I know that I can always come back home. And so with that said, I have been working from home, quote unquote, work from home in other places. I get cabin fever a lot. I have ADHD. Like, I always just want like new things all the time. And I've been working in different parts of SoCal ever since COVID happened. And I was there a lot, and I ended up falling in love with Southern California. So much that I decided to move there. Yeah, crazy. I'm not great. You're great. No, but yeah. It was a big decision for me because of comfortability, because of security, because everything that loved me or who loved me was here. And I relied on, and okay, let me take a step back. Even though I am an independent female, financially, whatever, I like to enjoy going to my friend's house every day. I like to visit my mom every day so she can cut my fruits and rub my head after a long day. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And so I weighed out my options and I was like, what if I just moved to SoCal since I'm here so much anyways for a year? As you guys know, Bay Area rent is fucking ridiculous. I honestly pay almost $3,000 for an apartment that's a little over 500 square footage, you know? And even though I live on my own, I have my own space, like, no, I live in Daly City, where it's known as, it's super foggy. And like waking up to the fog every day, who would have known that the weather can definitely change your mood? Excuse me. That's not gonna change. You guys are gonna accept my burping, accept it coming to you. But yeah. Whoa, did you just hear my stomach grumble? Because it just grumbled, which is fucking weird, because I just ate a whole bunch of wings and pizza. Yeah, I eat junk food, guys. Even though I work out hella, I fucking eat like trash, so fuck you. Anyways, as I was saying, what was I saying? Yeah, so I want to save money, and anywhere you go outside of the Bay Area, you can probably save money, let's be real. So I originally had this idea last year. I wanted to move by January. Obviously, we are in what? May. So 5 months later. I was actually really scared. I don't really know that much people in SoCal. I was comfortable. I was very comfortable where I was at, and COVID made me realize, and reading a lot of books made me realize, that you really have to fall in love with things that you fear. And the more scared you are of doing something, you should be more inclined to do it. Like, face fear and just fucking deal with it head on, right? And I feared that I would be moving there and I would get homesick and I would not make any friends, and I just thought of the worst, right? And it was an uncomfortable feeling, and I was like, you know what, I can literally just stay at home, you know, maybe research on how to buy a house on my own, you know, like stuff like that. But the more I thought about moving, the more I thought about how uncomfortable it is, the more scared I got, the more, honestly guys, the more it made me, like, I cried. And you know me, like, I am like the toughest cookie. I don't like to show anyone my weakness. Ever since my last breakup, I would never let anyone see me in any vulnerable state at all. And so just thinking about moving scared the fuck out of me. And that's when I knew I had to do it. So, I've been going to LA, been staying in North Hollywood, gorgeous place. Been going there honestly maybe once or twice a month, and I love it every fucking time. The weather, like the vibes, the freaking gyms, everything. I fell in love with just waking up every morning and just being there. And And I was like, you know what? I'm here most of the time. Let's just fucking do it. So I will be moving. I don't know when I'm going to publish this, but I'm sure it'll be right before when I move. But I'm super nervous. And I am, as you can tell, like my voice is like super quivery. And I'm like sniffling. I'm not fucking crying yet. But it's a very, and I'm like sweating profusely. My hands like dripping like water. Want it? I got it. I am just really scared. Whenever I have a hard day, I either go to my best friend's house, or I go to my mom's house. And I would not have that in LA. I do have one of the bros. He lives in Orange County with his girlfriend, which would be about 30 to 45 minutes away from where I'm living. And I do have good old Frankenstein over there too. So that's like 3 people that I know over there. So it's really scary from going into a place where you basically you own that bitch. I have been here my whole life. I know the area. I know every single bar, every rooftop bar, every place that I blacked out at, every place that I created memories with my friends. It was a state of comfortability for the past 30 plus years. And I love it. But I feel like, again, with fear, you have to just face it and do things that make you feel so uncomfortable. The more uncomfortable it is, the more inclined you should do it. So I will be moving soon, and it really hit me hard when I actually just had a bunch of my friends over, and literally just now, like not too long ago, like a couple minutes ago. These group, I don't really have much girlfriends, so I had a group of girlfriends come over, and some I've known since I was 5, some I've known since I was 13, and you know, they have a family, they brought all their kids and all that stuff, and I realized that I would not be able to be like, oh my god, hey, you want to come over? Like, you know, just bring the kids and like we'll order pizza, right? So that scares me a lot because I won't have that comfort. I won't have that home feeling. And like, what if I move and then I get so scared that I come back and I don't know, it's so embarrassing. Like, I just like have to come back home, right? So I want to be able to handle things on my own. I mean, I'm a very independent person in general, but when it comes to having bad days and when it comes to having to see my mom, I won't have that. So I announced this, and I'm super nervous, and I told my mom, she's known that I've had this idea for the past few months. She's kind of like, you know, kind of in denial about it, and she finally gave in, and you know, and she offered to come with me when I move and all that stuff. And my grandma, who I am definitely like best friends with, she was very upset, right? I am the favorite grandchild. Sorry to all my cousins that listen, but let's be real, y'all know I'm the favorite grandchild. But I'm her baby, like hands down. And to see her react that way made me almost change my mind. But I feel like for 30 odd years, I have done so many things for other people other than myself, right? And I've always been very selfless, and I've always been in relationships where I put them first. And I've never thought of me. I never thought of me ever. And I think 2021 kind of changed that. 2021, it's only been 5 months in, and though I'm scared of things that are coming, I know that whatever it is, it's meant to happen. I truly believe that things are supposed to happen the way that it should be, and you literally have to trust the fucking process, and actually not just trust the process, but love the process, fucking going through it. Every single step that you go through, every single thing that you go to is for a reason. Things didn't happen for a reason. Things did happen for a reason. So, whoa, did you just hear my chair? It's like, okay, see, when I try to do it, it doesn't do it. And yeah, so dealing with my family, it was very hard. So I will be leaving in a few weeks, and I'm just honestly just really scared. And since I've had this idea in my head for a couple months now, whenever I'm with my friends, I embrace every single moment that I have with them. I kind of take a step back, and I kind of just look at my friends, and I'm just so grateful to have the friends that I have and the support that I have, right? Even though I don't even know how to word this. I feel like my circle of friends, I have known them for 15, 20 years, and I wouldn't trade them for the world, and I'm proud of every single one of them. So leaving them, and I act like I'm leaving them forever. I'm like, Clarice, this is only for like a fucking year, right? Like, calm the fuck down. But I legitimately love every single one of my friends, from the girls that I grew up with in high school and in middle school to the bros that I have now. Like, we're fucking silly as fuck, and I just am going to miss that. I'm going to miss us blacking out at like 2 or 3 a.m. trying to like convince the wives. What are we gonna tell like them, like why we're home late, you know? So that part scares me. So I'm literally embracing every single moment that I have with my friends, because I will not have that luxury when I move. And if they heard this, and if y'all heard me say this, they'll be like, stop being a fucking bitch about it, like whatever. But it's so scary. I haven't been able to sleep well at night. I am just on edge every single day, because I know that when I get there, I am going to be homesick as fuck. Like, I am just expecting the worst, right? And so, my mom and her boyfriend, and I'm like a child, like going off to college. They are actually going to help me move and everything, and all that stuff. And just thinking about that just, excuse me, makes me nervous as fuck. But I wanted to let you guys know, and this is a very big step for me. Like, I feel like people think that I'm just probably being really dramatic, but to live in a place your whole life and be put into a place where you barely even know anyone, and I'm not saying that those 3 people that I know in LA, you know, are not going to be there for me, but like, it's kind of weird when I am used to going to Target down the street and running into at least like 5 people, and going into a place where I don't really know anyone. So I think I should vlog this whole entire thing. I'm really excited, but nervous and scared. And I've told one of the bros and his girlfriend and Frankenstein that once I move there, I may be over a lot because I'm so homesick. But yeah, I I was scared to do this episode because it's not your usual one, right? He's talking about dicks, about anal, about like wham bam thank you bams. But no, you guys are seeing me. No, I wouldn't say at my worst. No, I'm just really scared. I'm gonna vlog everything. Got a new camera. So excited about that. And yeah, this is gonna be great. Nervously says. But yeah. But the more it scares me, the more I feel like I should do it, right? So come with me on this journey. Hear me complain. You might see me shed a few tears and all, but you know I don't want to waste my lashes on some tears, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, babies. Until next time, I can't wait to show you my new crib. I should do like an MTV's like, welcome to my crib. I don't know why I said it like that. That's so fucking weird. Alright, man the fuck up. Fuck bitch. Okay. Alright guys, seriously. Thank you guys for listening on episode, I think we're on 38. Yeah, or 39, whatever. But we're almost to 50. We're almost. That's a work email. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love you. I've done anal recently. Or maybe I'm lying. Oh, July. Because it's almost July. Okay. Kisses. See you there. Or else.